So I've been thinking a lot about efficiency recently, and I've been thinking about economics and how in economics you have market outcomes which aren't necessarily efficient. You have them, they, okay.
Come on, keep talking.
It's okay.
You have wasteful spending, and this spending sort of distracts from what's important in an economy. Now the market's very good at certain things. It's very good at balancing the scale of supply and demand. But what it's not very good at is looking at the big picture and balancing the largest scale. You know, you have different scales for every good in the marketplace, but there's an overriding scale that's sort of universal and that the market can't pay attention to because it's not smart enough. To illustrate my point, consider QWERTY keyboards, which are keyboards that have the first letters QWERTY, you know, the normal keyboards that you type on. These keyboards were actually designed to be inefficient. They were designed by
We need gestures.
they were designed by typewriting companies to sort of slow down typing so that typewriters wouldn't jam as much. But now we don't have this same problem. We have keyboards on computers that don't really jam. And one thing that you can do to sort of increase your efficiency when you're typing is you can switch to a different keyboard, or a Dvorak or a Colmac, which has an expected efficiency gain of 11%. Now that 11% might not seem very large, but 11% can save you 10 hours a year if you're typing for 15 minutes a day. That's significant. I mean, I'd like to save 10 hours in over 10 years. I mean, it's any sort of gain like that is very important to me. Now another example that I have is cars. So right now I actually drive an F-150. It gets 16 miles per gallon and I don't even use any of it. I don't use the back, I don't use the bed, I don't use any of it. I could be driving like an electric car, I could be driving a unicycle and I'd be getting better gas mileage, you know? So if you take out this wasteful spending and focus on more important things like food and just food, technology, and education, healthcare, research, you can improve your efficiency a lot, and that's what the market needs to do. Yeah.
All right.
You went for 2.5 minutes. You had one you know, but you had 14 ums.
I would say, Robert, that your volume was loud enough from over here. Maybe it could have been projected a little bit louder. But one thing I think you definitely want to work on is changing your tone.
Yeah, vary the volume and vary the tone plus facial expression. All three of those were constant the whole time. And your eye contact, look at me, Robert. Your eye contact, yeah, it was not constant, it's broken. Sometimes you look down at the floor, sometimes you look